Hey y'all, out here at Alloway's, and today I'm going to shoot the 62 Corvette street ride that he built. I don't know how long it's been built, but it's an iconic Alloway car. It's in posters. You can go to ET Motor Gear and get a t-shirt with it on it. It's just about anywhere you see Bobby, you see this Corvette. It's just become one of his, I guess, flagship cars. But anyways, let me run Ace down and I'll have him tell us a little more about it. Ace, how you doing, brother?
Hey, Scotty, how are you?
Not too bad. Tell me about this one.
It's a 62 Corvette convertible with hardtop on it right now.
Oh, okay.
It belongs to Bobby Alloway's wife, Cindy Alloway. It was built for her.
Is that the truth? There's kind of an inside joke about that.
No, it's the truth. It's pretty awesome when she's rolling into the shows and stuff.
Just so she drives it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, she drives it.
Wow.
It's a, stock body, you want to say. A lot of people think for some reason that this car's been lengthened in the front end, I guess just because of how low it is, the way it looks. But it's on an Art Morrison chassis. It's got a big block. It's got a 5-speed behind it, air conditioning, power steering, power brakes. All the power brakes and clutch master cylinder is mounted sideways up underneath the dash. It's got 17x7s and 20x10 Alloway wheels on it. It's got custom redline tires done by Diamondback Customs.
Those are cool. Yeah,
tires, and we send them off and they grind the sides. They do the red walls on the side. So it's pretty cool.
No, that is cool. It makes it look like a Hot Wheels, which the car kind of looks like a Hot Wheels to begin with. That just adds that final touch to it. And looking at it, I would have thought it was a hardtop right out of the gate, but now it's got the hardtop on it.
For, I think, one show season, it didn't have a top. I mean, it's got a convertible top for it, and as in the hardtop here that we didn't have on it that first season, and it looks cool, but it looks a lot cooler with the top on it. So,
yeah, it does look a little menacing with that.
This one does not have a soft top because of how big the wheel tubs are in this car to make it sit this low.
Right.
So, I mean, you can still open up the back hatch, but there's no soft top. There's nothing like that there anymore.
Now, you pulled this up here special just so I could shoot it, right?
That's right.
It's going to California. What's it? Yeah. Where's it going to be out there?
We're going to be at the Grand National Roadster Show. That is the week of, like, the 27th. I can't remember the exact dates. Bobby is Builder of the Year out there, so we're taking this and a 67 Fairlane that we just finished in Bobby's 56 Ranch wagon out there with us. Wow. So we'll be taking these 3 cars.
This is like an iconic car of his. This is in posters and all kinds of stuff. Yeah.
It's just the way it sits, the way it
cool,
sounds.
Yeah.
Looks good, so it's a pretty neat car.
I wonder if that rear bumper, I guess, I don't think he would have made a change on that.
No, all that stuff is factory on the car.
And this is back when they had trunks in them.
That's right.
Yeah.
There's not much left in this one, but it's still got
it's mostly tub now, right?
Well, yeah, it's not bad. I'll show you here in a second, and we'll pop it open. But
cool.
You have to forgive us how dirty it is. We just pulled it out of the garage, and it's time to clean it up and get it ready to go to the Grand National Roadster Show. Yeah, no, I understand it's dusty. And I've been chasing this car, folks, and you got to understand that, I'm Scotty D. I don't get all the, I'm not like Hot Rod Magazine. Nobody's pulling anything out, driving it around town for me. So for me to squeeze in a video sometimes, this is how I got to do it. I got to catch it as it's coming in the shop or going out of the shop, and there's no real time frame to it. So yeah, please don't hold it against Alloway's for having a dusty car. But all the frame's been slicked on this car, painted black. Block, drivetrain, all that stuff is painted red up underneath the car.
Oh, really?
It's done a lot like every one of our cars around here.
Yeah.
Chrome control arms, chrome 4 bars. It's all 4-link now in the rear. Coilovers front and rear on this car. Bare 6 pistons all the way around on the car.
Right. Now this thing handles and drives like they would have marketed them back then to be hot rods. This is a real hot rod. Open that door and let me see that interior a little bit.
Steve Holcomb Pro Auto interior in this car.
Cool. Hey, look at that. Even that speedometer's custom, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, you look at the round ones. I guess it makes sense you can make any of them that way. But you look at the round ones, and man, that is just cool. Of course, Holcomb rocked the interior in it. I love the stainless in the door panels. How cool is that?
Yeah. Everything's just been rewrapped in leather. It's basically a factory door panel, factory dash, factory seats. Seats have been cut down a lot.
Right.
Fit in.
And they form them back in there a little bit too.
Yeah, I mean, this doesn't have an adjustable steering column. It doesn't have anything like that. So, you know, you got to take something out somewhere. And
right.
So, you know, but the seats are still very comfortable. I mean, I've drove this car quite a bit around shows and for different photography stuff. You know, it runs and drives right down the interstate, down the streets. It's cool.
And that begs to answer the question, Ace. How does it feel to be 20-some years old and you get to drive all these cars? Because that picture that was taken of the Boss 9 in Vegas that got on Hot Rod Magazine, that was you driving that car that day.
Exactly, yeah.
Wow, how was that? That's got to be like the coolest job in the world,
right? It's kind of fun, you know. 27 years old and get to drive all the hot rods, everything around here. You know, I'm pretty fortunate.
It's a lot of responsibility, though.
It's a lot of responsibility, but, you know, it's just treat it. I mean, I treat my stuff at home the same way I treat it here, and so, you know, it's just very fortunate, and I love my job, and so.
Dude, you're lucky, man. I'm lucky, but you're really lucky. Maybe one day after several years, we'll get one of these that are real old, and Bobby will let me drive one.
There you go.
And I can say, yeah, I drove an Alloway hot rod. Well, folks, what we're going to do now is open the hood and the trunk up, and we'll get a look up underneath these bonnets. You say that's a 454?
Yeah, 454 big block. Milan Kiesler Racing built the motor. It's just a single carbureted car. It's had full custom exhaust, ran on.
Now you say a single carburetor, it's 4-barrel though, right?
Right. Yes.
Yeah. But so it doesn't have like 2 4s or
correct.
Right.
Yes.
Right. I got you.
It's got a vintage air front runner kit on it for the AC, power steering, every bit of it. It's got a steel-long radiator behind it with a electric fan. All MSD ignition in the car. It's had a pretty good size cam put in it. That Milan does. You know, it's kind of made it look stock like it's supposed to be in here.
Right.
All of our motors sit low, so we can basically run a stock hood. You don't have to run a big Cal induction hood. You know, a lot of people don't take the time. They just fit a motor and, you know.
Make the hood fit the motor.
Then you do that, and it takes away all the inner fender wells, firewall, everything of that has been custom made. It's all fiberglass steel, but every bit of it's been made to fit in the 17s and how low this car sits now and how far back the big block has to sit.
A lot of work to make it look stock.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's a lot of work to keeping it looking simple, and it's a trait. I mean, you don't see any spark plug wires. You don't see anything.
Right. Everything runs by the back and then down the bottom of the block and up. Try to keep them as hidden as best as possible.
Man, just clean and
mean, you see that we have no like metal clamps. Everything's a heat shrink on this car.
Those work as well as the.
Oh yeah. Yeah. We use them on everything. I mean, you can see it here on the heater lines. Every bit of the car runs those.
Sure enough. Yeah, it's not. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't have like any bright anodized colors under here, any of that craziness. No. You know, it's just clean and mean, man.
That's what it's all about.
Trait of Alloway's hot rods, isn't it? Huh. And it's got wiper blades.
Yeah, so this one's got wiper blades and they work.
Yeah, if you wanted to drive.
They've never had to be used, so that's a plus.
But if you needed them, they're there.
There we go.
That's nice. Yeah, that's a decent sized trunk, man.
Yeah, it's really not bad. I mean, here's the last little bit of the wheel tubs that stick through on this car. You know, your factory spare tire holder is still here.
Right.
Half of it's been gone. If you look right here, this flat panel, because of how the frame does, rear end's coming up through here, it kind of cuts down into it, but it's still a storage area that we can put, you know, the registration, insurance cards, everything can sit back here and keep it safe and
clean up
hidden.
stuff. Yeah, no.
Right.
No, I wouldn't expect it with these big wheels. How wide are those wheels in the back?
20 by 10s.
10s.
10s in the rear and 7s in the front.
And then, see, the thing is, too, is that inside the car, the tub's hidden. So this car's tub, but you really can't even tell from looking at the outside where the tub is and where the regular car is. No. As always, man. Awesome job. And this one's been built for a while.
It's been done since 07-ish, somewhere in there.
Right.
07, 08, I think is how long this car. And, I mean, it's had quite a few miles put on it. I mean, back and forth to all the shows, just running around. Let's see. It's had, 524 miles, and, that's a lot for one of our cars. I mean, it's not like we get it out all the time and just run them up and down the roads, but it's not the end of the world if we got to get out and do a little showing off.
That's right. You can drive them when you need to drive them or you want to. Yeah, sure. No, that's the thing. You want to make them so, you know, I mean, they're very cool looking. And they get so high dollar, that's why people trailer them. You know, I hear people out there all these days talking about, oh, I hate trailer queens, this and that. Well, you dump 300 grand, 200 grand into a car and go ahead and drive it down 75 if you want. But,
exactly.
you know, most people won't.
Like, when we go to Columbus, the show's probably a good, I don't know, 7 miles or more away from that. And a lot of people say 7 miles is not a lot. That's a, you know, interstate driving, you know, stop and go. Yeah, we trailer them to the show, but after we get to the show, we're driving them to dinner. We're out, you know, they're functional cars.
Cool. Wow. So if you go to a big show, the Good Guys or NSRA event, you might see an Alloway hot rod sitting at a restaurant.
Exactly.
Huh. Cool. Well, Ace, as always, I know you're not feeling well. I appreciate you taking a little time on this Saturday to show me this car.
Problem, Scotty.
Thank you so much. Folks, there you go. That's Bobby's 62 Corvette. Actually, it's Cindy's, his wife. So hope you all have enjoyed it. It's one cool car. See ya. Now, this one's got a few miles on it. So what's kind of funny is Ace and I were talking to all those people that are like, oh, I hate trailer queens. I just drive it. Well, it won't stay perfect if you do that. This is so, man, this is another one, though, that's so cool underneath. And y'all run Flowmasters on pretty much everything, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. People are always asking about that.
As long as we can fit it, then they're on there.
Right. Wow. Is that the emergency brake? Mm-hmm. You don't see that on them all.
No.
Yeah, there's more hot rods out there than you'd guess that don't have emergency brakes. That's very cool. Now you're getting ready to send this to L.A. Are you gonna doctor this chassis up or just clean it up underneath here?
It'll be cleaned up, and we'll touch up any of the little scrapes and stuff like that. But
yeah.
I mean, it's been touched up before, but that's what happens when it sits.
All right.
You can see right here is what ground clearance is on the car.
Right.
So
it should be. Scotty said, "What you try to set them up at 4 inches, right?"
4 inches at the back, and I want to say 3 or so. I mean, it just depends on what the car is,
right.
And the look, and this one's just kind of extra low.
Well, yeah, it was a Corvette to begin with, so it was low, and then it got lower even more than that.
And since it's Bobby's personal car, he likes them all a little bit lower than every other thing.
Yeah, I mean, he's not gonna get mad at himself for it.
No.
Wow, man, look at them inner fenders are even cool in this thing. It's a beautiful car, man. All of them are. I just go on and on about them, but man. Well, there you go, folks. I thought y'all would like a look up underneath this one. And when is that show out there? 2 weeks?
Yeah, 2 weeks.
No, the 19th is Scottsdale. That's next Saturday.
And then it's the weekend. It's like the 27th. Somewhere the weekend of the 27th.
And what's the name of that show?
The Grand National Roadster Show.
And it used to be the LA Roadster Show.
Correct.
Okay, cool. So this car will be out there in person and a couple other Alloway hot rods. So if you live in the area, or if you're going to be in the area, stop by and check them out. Tell Bobby I said hi. Hope you all have enjoyed it. See ya.